Hello people, welcome to Dick in the Kitchen. I'm your host Dick in the kitchen. Today we're going to show you how to chop it and dice it and slice it. So today we're making a creamy coconut curry lentil situation, okay? So what you need for this recipe is you need a whole yellow onion, you need some ginger, and you need some garlic. Okay, you'll need some spinach, some baby spinach. Now the next ingredient you'll need is the curry powder. And the next thing you need is a can of coconut milk. Make sure you get the coconut milk, not milk, soy milk, any of that. You need coconut milk from the coconut, okay? You'll need a cup of lentils. Make sure you get dry lentils. We need to put some rice on the side. So we're going to go ahead. If you have a rice cooker, cook your rice in this. Yeah, that's nice. If not, go ahead and make it in a pan as you would. So we're going to go ahead and make 2 cups of rice. And just cook it, just follow the directions. 2 cups of rice, 4 cups of water. So you may have noticed that I've got a limp anyways. Oh, excuse me. I'm limping a little extra today, and that's because, well, I told you last time I like to lift weights. Well, I was lifting them today, and well, I dropped one. I dropped one directly on my toe. So that's the end result. What happened, and it was a 3-pound weight, but it came down heavy. It's been a difficult. Excuse me. No, I'm sorry about that. I'm a little emotional. It's been a difficult day for a variety of reasons, but life is about perseverance and determination, and really not letting the anger build up inside you, because frankly today it's been a rough day, but it's gonna be okay. We're gonna have a beautiful dinner. And so what we're gonna do next is we're gonna take the garlic. This beautiful, you also know that I do favor garlic, so we're gonna go ahead and put that. Pan probably should be a little hotter, but that's okay. We're gonna go ahead and cook the garlic and the ginger, which is a beautiful aroma of flavors and smells. And we're gonna go ahead and just season that, just cook that up for, just a minute or two. And so yes, I did mention that it's been a tough day, but there has been some progress on one front. And can you see that? You can see them. You can really see them. So don't mess with Dick. All right. So what we have here, we've got the garlic, the ginger, and we have 1 whole yellow onion. Now that's been cooking up nice, and you want to cook it 4 or 5 minutes, and go ahead and put your curry powder in it, 1 tablespoon of that, and just mix it up. Beautiful, fragrant, brown, lovely. And shouldn't do that for long. And then we're going to add a few other ingredients. So go ahead and just saute this for about 1 minute, okay? Now the next step is to add our beautiful broth. You can use chicken broth, you can use vegetable broth, anything you like. 2 cups of that. And go ahead and just look at that. That's beautiful. Nice. And then, lentils are beautiful. You see the many different colors? It's beautiful. 1 cup. And go ahead and add that to the mix. Mix it about. What you're gonna do is you're gonna you're gonna bring this to a boil, okay? And then you're gonna put a lid on it once it's boiled, and you're gonna let it cook for 20 minutes. That's gonna soften your beans up, right? Because they're hard beans, and we want to soften them so we can digest them, and we don't have bowel issues. So we're gonna go ahead and cook those for about 20 minutes. So cook them for 20 minutes. In the meantime, have a glass of wine, maybe lift some weights, read a book, and come on back in 20 minutes and we'll show you what to do next. Make sure your rice is still cooking too now. Alright, see you soon. Well, now what we're going to do is go check on the beans. So what you want to see is the beans suck up the juice, and you want them to be soft. So at this point, you'll have to do a bit of a taste test. You want it to be soft. If it's hard, you're gonna keep cooking it. So go ahead. Those are a little hard still. And a little lacking in flavor. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to cover those up, cook them for another 5 minutes, turn the heat up maybe a little, and set the timer. 5 minutes. And in the meantime, you may have heard that beep. That's the rice. So we're going to go ahead and look at the rice, give it a little fluff. Now that's good looking rice. We don't want dry rice, so we're just going to go ahead and unplug it and just take it off the heat. Just turn the heat off. So we got 5 minutes to spare. So I'm going to go ahead and put more ice on my toe. And we'll see you in 5 minutes. So this is about the consistency you want it to be. It might look like something you did this morning when you woke up, but it is tasty. So what we're going to do now that the beans are soft, they've sucked up the moisture, we're going to go ahead and add our coconut milk. This is going to give it a nice, white, creamy consistency, and it tastes really, really, really beautiful and rich. And it's going to sort of, it's going to change the consistency again. It's going to make it a little more wet again. And for some of you, it might look like something you did this morning. Got 2 different types of movements. But I do promise you, it is tasty. It's really tasty. So we're going to go ahead and add a little salt and pepper to it, and then we're going to turn the heat up on it, And this is going to have to cook for another 10 or so minutes. So you, once again, you want to bring it to a boil. And then go ahead and, now you know I like things hot, so I might actually, while I'm here, I might actually add some red pepper to it. Just to give it some heat. But I'll try and go easy. And you can see it bubbling now. That's what we like to see. So go ahead and give it another stir. See if those last bits in. And then go ahead and cook it for another 10 minutes with the lid on. And then the next step is real simple. You're just going to add your spinach. We're getting closer and closer to dinner, people. All right. There we go. See you soon. So we're going to go ahead and do the one last thing. At the end of it, the consistency should look like this. Now, a few notes. I made some errors in the last clip. You do not have to cover it with the lid during this last pot. And you should be constantly stirring to get it to this type of consistency, okay? So this is not the type of thing where you can go and have a glass of wine. You got to stay here for 10 minutes and stir, like our foremothers and forefathers did. Okay, so the next thing, if you're partial to spinach, if you're not, just go ahead and omit this part. But if you are, what we're going to do is we're going to add some spinach to the mix. Make sure you got the heat turned off. Spinach, it'll just cook up nice, just based off the heat of the thing that's already cooking. Right, so we're just going to add, spinach is not my favorite thing, but I am trying to, you know, live a healthy lifestyle and sort of balance my exercising with my diet. So I'm going to add 3 handfuls of spinach. That's about the most I can do. So I'm going to show you what that'll look like, then we'll go ahead and plate it, and then we'll eat it and call it a night. Call it a week. Go ahead and subscribe, hit the like button, leave me a comment, let me know what you want me to cook next. And we're going to drop these videos every Saturday night, okay? Every Sunday night. Today is Sunday. I do apologize. So every Sunday, if you hit subscribe, you'll get to see me and this Fanny, and that would be mighty nice to see you here on this channel. They should look like this, you know, wilted. Go ahead and season as you like. You know I'm going to add some more pepper, so watch me do it. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to make a plate of this so you can see what it should look like. So we're going to go ahead and just scoop some of the rice out. So scoop it out here nicely. And now remember moderation. Not too much. I'm going to scoop around the spinach. Now, if you're a visual eater, this may not look that good to you, you know, given the colors and things in the consistency. But I do promise you, it is a tasty, and it's relatively easy to make. This is what I like. I like easy recipes. So subscribe if you like easy recipes. Okay. Now there's one last thing we're going to add to it. This is some nice cilantro I went and got at the market this week. Alright, so the cilantro's on top. You can have it like this. I just remembered I have a little sour cream up in the refrigerator. You might think that's disgusting. It's actually really good. So we're going to go ahead and add a dollop of daisy. We're going to add a little dollop of sour cream. And then I'm going to go ahead and dig on into this. wash your utensils out so you don't get. That's beautiful. Beautiful. That's a nice looking meal. So, here's to a hot, healthy meal. It's the kind of thing that makes you want to dance with when you eat. You know? It's so easy to make. The ingredients are beautiful. And I am Dick in the Kitchen, coming to you from my kitchen. I'll see you next week. Thanks for joining me. This is a new shirt. I got it just for you, my viewers.